Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Nostalgia Unboxings. I'm sorry for bumping the camera. Today we of course have Transformers Kingdom Black Arachnia here in the box. And so thankfully we're not doing another fossilizer today, unlike the last Transformers video we did. So we'll see some more traditional transforming action. So no surprises there, despite the marketing gimmick that it's a surprise destiny for the characters. Well, this is awkward. Just kidding, guys. We are doing Optimus Primal tonight. So I went and I looked up where this package came from, because I saw you could see like the store. Even when you buy it on Amazon, you can see like a third-party store. So apparently the Black Arachnia that I actually do have boxed in hand came from the same store that this did, which is where this mix-up came from. But yeah, the title should have cleared this up long before you got to this part of the video. So we're doing Optimus Primal. Jesus Christ. Oh my, I opened the box and I'm just like, MONKE. Wait, what? So anyway, here we go. We have Optimus Primal, 22-step converter here. We have his robot mode and his, of course, return to MONKE mode. Looking very, very sharp, actually. Very nice. Looking more like an actual gorilla in this incarnation versus his original Beast Wars toy, which looked like this weird humanoid ape man kind of vibe with like a very super straight upright gorilla posture. So I mean, it's a nice change. I do appreciate that they're willing to do more different stuff instead of just repeating exactly everything that they did 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago, probably like close to 25 years ago in the original Beast Wars. So, change can be good, and in this case, I do not mind it at all. And we'll just cut this tape. But here we go. And we got it open. Let's slide him out. The artwork on these boxes is, once again, as I've said many times before now, very nice. And I do appreciate that they're saving plastic. What do we have here? We have the paper of letters, which doesn't matter. We have the booklet here, which, I mean, we can take a quick look through. There we go. Is this all of it? No, it is not. There we go. This is all of it. We have all the transformation steps and whatnot that I will scroll through here. Oh, he does actually have an upright, like, ape man posture. So he can actually pull that off if you want to go more close to the original Beast Wars. It's a very nice touch. So actually, let's keep the knife out just in case. Here he is trapped in his little thing. And we have another Destiny card. I can't quite make it out. I was going to see if I can maybe make it out, but it's a little too vague. Actually, I'm going to guess that that's the Ark. Screen cap that. And then here we have him all, bound up in chains, much like all the other figures, and his little backpack, of course. And those monkey toes sticking out, so we know where those go in robot mode now. And we are back to him actually out of all of his chains here. And I just noticed his chest is actually flipped open to show his matrix of leadership. Or wait, or is it? Is it? Ah, it actually is. Never mind. Yeah, I thought he had a different chest or something. For some reason, I recall seeing a matrix of leadership, but maybe we'll touch on this later on. So he also has his nice little machetes, I guess you would call them, and they look really, really nice. They seem pretty sturdy. Yeah, they're not really flimsy or anything like that. And I do appreciate the silver paint here, because sometimes you get a Transformers weapon, and I've noticed with guns, it doesn't look as bad, but when you have a blade where the whole blade is just like one solid lump of like blue plastic, it looks kind of shite. So I'm really happy that they actually did put the silver paint on the blades. instead of, having to, touch that up yourself, because it really looks bad. I have a couple Transformers that come with swords as their gimmick, and it looks really bad when it's just this cheesy chunk of plastic that's all one color. But onto the figure that everyone's actually excited for here. Look at him. He has his little shoulder guns here. Look at that nice face with his weird, like, I don't even know what you'd call it. He has, like, almost the traditional, like, Optimus Prime face mask, only not, because it just splits open, and he actually has a moving mouth in the original Beast Wars show. And on the sculpt here, you can definitely see a mouth. So I'm assuming he is going to have the mouth in the Kingdom show, whenever that comes out. Got his nice furry monkey shoulders, and yeah, some kind of tight joints, I guess. Maybe they'll loosen up a little bit. I know in the Paleo T-Rex video that I did the last Transformers video I did with Paleo T-Rex, I complained about, or I didn't really complain, but I mentioned that he had some tight joints, and those joints loosened up really fast. In fact, some of them are actually now a little too loose, which might be due to inferior plastic, but that is not this video. So he actually does have pretty well hidden elbow articulation. You could barely see that hinge, but he has elbows. Oh, kinda. He has very gappy elbows. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, I mean, it looks really, really good like this, though, but ooh, I wish they could have done something a little bit better. Oh, he does have side-to-side arm articulation and stuff. Can he move his arm out? I don't want to break... Yes, he can. That's really tight. I don't know if you guys could see exactly how much I'm straining, but that feels overly tight at that point. Yeah, this one feels a little better, but still really, really tight on those, so hopefully they'll loosen up. Does he have wrists? Oh, he does have wrist kinda. Only in one direction? Slight. Oh, it's like it's a mushroom. You can see right here, it's a mushroom pin and a very, very tight one. So just tight joints all around. Hopefully I don't end up breaking this on video. And of course, he has his little feet. Does he? It looks like he has hip swivel. Oh, that feels like it doesn't go all the way around. Yeah, I think it's just a very slight swivel here. I don't think you can go 360 with these. Yeah, I would definitely not ever try to push those just past like this small articulation, because it does feel like it locks up, like there's a hard stop, so don't do that. And he's got his little feet with the pistons and stuff, which look pretty cool. I wonder if like these move, a lot of the articulation is really hard to pinpoint on these newer figures because of how tight the joints are. So it's like, I don't know if I'm bending something that I should, or if I'm bending something that is going to break that I will regret breaking. And his back kind of unclips a little bit there. That's kind of a loose connection. That's really about it. I mean, he does have... Oh, what is this? Oh my god, his knees are so awful. Wait, is that really, like, the only... Oh, I think I'm hitting the camera now. Look at this. This is awful. I am kind of really disappointed with this. Like, it looks fantastic, and it's a pretty chunky figure, too, like, holding it right now. It has some weight to it for its size. And, I mean, it feels, like, chunky and nice and sturdy, but dear God, like, they really couldn't figure out, and this is constantly going to slip out now, isn't it? Like, they couldn't figure out a better way to make the knees and elbows? This is weak. Ah. I mean, even from the back, it looks kind of bad, but... Like, this is just... No. Please, no. Wait, can he move it, though? It looks almost like this should also move, but I keep hitting the camera now because I'm trying to get this up, like, real close just to see. I don't know if that moves or not. If it does, it is also extremely tight, and at that point I would worry about snapping this little hinge here, because it is really, really small comparatively. Ooh. Well, I might find out while transforming it, which tends to be when I find out a lot of things about these figures, if any of the previous videos have, or anything to go off of. But, ooh, that's not good. Well, let's see how he looks holding his machine. Oh, wait. Ooh, there's one thing here. His fingers open up into a kind of weird knuckly action, no thumb articulation. I mean, yeah, I'll take it. You know what? I'm not going to complain because the actual sculpts look really, really nice on the fingers, even if the actual hand kind of looks goofy when you open it up like that. But let's see how well it holds his dual machetes. And it's slipping pretty tight when it's all the way like opened up like this. Maybe it'll be easier if I open it up a little bit and then stick it in. There we go. Yeah, that made it a little bit easier. But he holds them. Oh, I stuck him in upside down because I'm an idiot. Oh well. I mean, point is, he does hold them well either way. You know, if you want to hold them the right way or the wrong way, like me. Although actually, it kind of looks cool like this too. Like instead of using the curved sharp end, you know, like a karambit knife, he's like bashing him a little bit with this more blunt side. Maybe that's a look. Maybe that's a look. I don't know. But yeah, that is it. That is basically it for robot mode. And now he doesn't want to let go of them. So at least you know you'll never lose these if they're in the nice tight grips of his gorilla hands. Oh, of course, I forgot. We have the Destiny card, so let's see if I was right. And it is really hard to tell with all the shininess, but yeah, that looks like the Arc to me. And it does say Autobot. Oh, Autobot Arc. Alright, well, like, I could have just, you know, used my reading skills, that's a thing. So let's peel back the sticker and see what we have in store. 1984. Ah, so that would be, I guess, the present day, maybe, of the actual series. And that's where the Ark rests after crash landing, it seems. So that is a thing. Well, we've looked at these, so I will jump cut now to not to robot mode, to gorilla mode. And already, as I am transforming, I'm discovering a secret that I forgot to show off, which is his wrist rockets, which are pretty hard to pop out here. So you have just a little flat part here that you push in and it comes out the other side, and it is pretty stiff in there. But there you go, he has wrist rockets on one side, and let's make it so you can see it. And on this side, and this one seems a little tight. Like, I really hope this stuff loosens up. Like, look at it is. Yeah, it is like really hard to push these in and out, so I hope those loosen up at least a little bit over time. There you go, you can kind of see it. I wonder if it comes out even further, but it just... maybe a little bit of a design oversight. I don't know, I would have appreciated a little better way to do this. Like, my finger is too fat to, like, go in further to push it out. Oh, I have an idea here. We got tools. I'm gonna, like, break this. Yeah, I think that's about as far as it comes out here. There you go. Wait, does it... Oh, here we go. It has this little hinge on it, too, so it actually comes out a little bit further here. Very nice. It's a nice feature, actually, yeah. That looks good. It looks good. I like that, you can't really see anything noticeable here when they're folded out, or even when they're really out. It's in a nice discrete location for how to push the mechanic out, which, so, you know, I mean, good thinking, Hasbro. That's actually some good engineering. He also does have some better knee rotation here, knee articulation, but it's, again, very weird, because you can see there's a little tab here that's supposed to tab into here that holds, like, that weird joint that I showed before into place, but it doesn't really, see, like, I stick it in and it just kind of pops right back out. It doesn't want to stay in there, and coupled with how, like, stiff, again, a lot of these things are, at least initially out of the box, it ends up not really working as well. But he does have a little bit better action there, so that's a little bit better than the elbows. I don't think there is, yeah, there's no other way to do the elbows on this, though. It just ends up sticking out like that. I can't be all negative about this figure. Back to the transformation. And we are back to him in his, ape mode, in his beast mode here, and here we go. He has, you can see, notice, obviously, right off the bat, that he has the nice weapon storage right up here for his little blades, which, I mean, I guess it kind of looks weird, but at the same time, it's really convenient, so, you know, I'll take what I can get. I think it actually looks kind of cool. And we have this really nicely sculpted ape head here. Take a look at that. It looks almost just like a real ape. Except maybe with a little... I mean, yeah. I guess apes are pretty expressive, right? So he has a nice cute face. There's one thing I kind of didn't like. It's actually like basically a hollow mask. But it's a well done hollow mask, because it actually even has side-to-side articulation built in. Through, I guess, clever hinges and stuff, which is pretty awesome, actually. Like, take a look at that. So, I mean, with enough know-how, I guess, and if you really put your mind to it, you can definitely pose him in a cool way. And, you know, he's got his, you know, knuckles and stuff always open up. I noticed he actually has toe articulation in his ape mode, which is freaking awesome. He also does have some side-to-side on his feet here, which you can't really use too well in ape mode because it is kind of crappy in the back, if you catch my drift. You know, just like the philosophy that I think I went over this with Paleo T-Rex and probably Rat Trap as well. Hasbro is not all too keen on how it looks from the back. So you see even the robot feet just kind of are there, and you know, it doesn't really fit together very cleanly here in the back. There's going to be these gaps. So you gotta have to kind of live with that, but from the front, I think that looks really well. And while we'll also do the third mode, we will do the stand-up mode, which is when the side-to-side articulation actually kind of comes in a little bit more. Also, I guess in robot mode, when you have him in his actual proper robot mode, I guess you could also, you know, use that with his robot feet as well. But that was kind of ape mode and kind of it. It looked really good in the promos, you know, as most things tend to do until they get you with all those nice camera angles. But I think it still looks good. I don't really have a big problem with it too much. At least it's very sturdy. It feels nice and chunky, you know, like a big gorilla should. And it is stable, as, you know, anyone probably could have guessed by now. So that is the thing. On to his upright gorilla mode. And here we have him in his upright ape man mode. And honestly, after kind of, his little machete is slipping out of its little holster there. After taking a look at this, you know, and transforming it, I gotta say, I actually like this better than his kind of actual gorilla mode for his alt mode. I think this looks leagues better. It covers up a lot more of his crud. It's not super apparent here. He has that nice wide stance, which I think looks really good. It's kind of Sasquatchy too, if you're into that. And I don't know, like, you could pose this one more sideways and stuff. It's more expressive even a little bit. I mean, his head looks kind of like it's retracted into his chest, but like, it looks more imposing. I don't know, like, I'm really feeling this mode more than the actual gorilla one. The gorilla one was like, as a lot of Beast Wars modes are, it's very stiff, which kind of sucks, because you want a gorilla to really assert its strength, especially with Optimus Primal, like, you want it to look good, and I think this looks even better. He's got the wide stance, so you could really utilize these hip swivels. That's what's a little bit tight, but you get my point. And I think you could pose him in much better ways. He has the best looking knees by far out of all his other modes. Well, actually, I guess Optimus Primal mode, if you actually use the correct knee on, like, you know, the weak kind of weird one, maybe you can pull off good knees too. But this one, I mean, it looks tight. I like it. And it kind of stands. It's hard because, you know, this is a very soft surface, obviously. But I think it does stand. Yeah, there we go. Look, even on the softness of my bed, he can't. Well, he's laying down now, so rest easy, my friend. But he did stand for us for just a wee bit there. So yeah, this has been Optimus Primal. Kind of surprise unboxing for me, because I was not prepared whatsoever. I looked up all the pricing and stuff for Black Arachnia, because that's what I was expecting to find in this box today. So if I'm going off the top of my head here, so I got this on Amazon as I did the other ones, just because it was more convenient while I was, you know, a little sick and hesitant to go out shopping. And I think this cost me a little over $30, probably 30 to 40, because, you know, prices do vary and scarcity and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the price range I think it would be at. I will try to still link the best price I find on the internet from a, you know, a reliable vendor in the comments and the description if you want to pick up your own for your collection. Stop falling off. the more I look at it, the more I'm liking this mode, honestly. I know I said a lot of bad things early on. I was very pessimistic about the design of this toy, but this mode right here definitely made me do a 180 on a lot of it. I think it looks really, really good. So, good job, Manimal Sasquatch Optimus Primal mode. You have redeemed this toy in my eyes. So, wow, like, that's pretty cool, honestly, at the end. Really came in clutch and saved it with the third mode. So yeah, that is basically all I can say about him, really. He's pretty cool, I guess. And if you don't have an Optimus Primal, I can't see why you wouldn't want to grab this one while you can. He looks very, very nice. So yeah, that is about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. I upload a new video every Wednesday evening, or I try to, so that's when you should tune in if you want to see more stuff like this. I do all kinds of nostalgic stuff, not limited to Transformers, so I hope to see you guys there. And as always, if you enjoy the content, please do like, comment, and subscribe, letting me know whatever you want to know, what you feel about this figure, what kind of stuff you'd like to see in the future. All that kind of stuff is really good, and it helps me out a lot. So thank you guys so much, and have a good one. Bye-bye.